This is a story of Hesed, God's loving kindness to the Celestial Church of Christ, IYANU Cathedral, Imeko 2, Imeko Moriwi Province Headquarters, Ogun State, Nigeria. This is a story of 37 years of God's loving kindness and mighty deliverances and blessings to the Celestial Church of Christ worldwide. The Celestial Church of Christ, known in French language as egliseduchristianismeceleste, in Yoruba as Ijomimo ti Kristi láti ọ̀run wá, and in Ogun language as Agunwiwe Olontan, was founded in Africa by Reverend Samuel Bilewu Joseph Oshoffa'S in Porto Novo, Republique du Benin, following a divine encounter in which a winged angel appeared to Reverend Samuel Bilewu Joseph Oshoffa'S, who was formerly a carpenter.
Ìran òtítọ́ ń bẹ, ìran èké ń bẹ, èkejì tí o bá bínú tí o bá jà kó ẹgbẹ́ nìkan wọ́n fẹ́ jọ̀nà fún láti mọ ọ̀gá tí ó jẹ èṣù yóò fi hàn ẹ́ nítorí ti gbẹ́wò èṣù wọ̀.
That was the profession of the father of our Lord Jesus Christ. Although the angelic encounter of Papa SBJ Oshoffa'S in the forest of Dahomey came earlier in the year 1947, the divine revelation of the call to prayer and deliverance through the Celestial Church of Christ came on September 29th, 1947. The first parish of the Celestial Church of Christ in Nigeria was subsequently established in Makoko, a riverine area in Lagos State, around 1951. In 1976, Reverend Samuel Bilewu Joseph Oshoffa'S, the pastor, prophet, and founder CCC Worldwide, took the church to his maternal ancestral home in Imeko, where his mother was buried. Upon his arrival at Imeko, Papa Oshoffa'S commenced a 7-day revival program led by himself in the front of the one-story building of late Bankole, popularly known as Baba Ibadan. That building was later converted to the PCN office adjacent Ashapa in Okeola, Imeko. As the saying goes, that a prophet is not without honor except in his own house or hometown. The people of Imeko received the evangelical crusade of Papa Oshoffa'S with some degree of skepticism, criticism, and outright fears that these church visitors could be kidnappers in disguise. Papa Oshoffa'S remained focused on his crusade. Suddenly, miracles that could not be dispelled began to happen at the 7-day revival organized by Papa Oshoffa'S. The news went round the neighborhood about the strange and powerful move of God at the crusade of Papa Oshoffa'S. Notably, one leader, Aruga, an Imeko indigene, voluntarily took it upon himself to mobilize people to the venue of the crusade on his Suzuki 120 motorcycle. At that time, Superior Evangelist Joshua Aninkan, who was then a senior apostle in the Cherubim and Seraphim Church, was part of the doubting Thomases in town. He, however, got convinced about God's movement at Papa Oshoffa'S crusade after the testimony from his own blood sister, late superior prophetess Comfort Olubiji ni Aninkan, who was healed of a chronic stomach pain at the Imeko revival of Papa Oshoffa'S. She eventually became the first ever prophetess of the Celestial Church of Christ in Imeko and its environs. The first shepherd of the Celestial Church of Christ in Imeko was the late Superior Senior Evangelist Jacob One, a prophet from Shaki who had the gift of prophecy and had the opportunity of introducing the first set of parishioners to the tenets and doctrines of the Celestial Church of Christ. He was ably assisted by leader Aruga and leader Joshua Aninko, who both became his lieutenants. For the records, the first ever CCC worship at Imeko after the initial revival by Papa Oshoffa'S at the front of Baba Ibadan's house actually took place in the small parlor of an Alhaji Mufutao Fajumo, a cousin to Papa Oshoffa'S. That worship service held at Ojogun Okeola Imeko, with only 7 people in attendance at that Sunday service. Worshippers at that maiden Celestial Church of Christ worship service in Imeko were Superior Senior Evangelist Joshua Aninko, now of blessed memory, the then little Philip Oluwole Aninko, one Madam Esther Oladele, known as Iyawo Ladele the soldier, who later became the Yaijo, Mrs. Aruga, who was also called the Yalani, Adefunke from Ojuiroko, the new shepherd himself, Prophet Jacob One, and one other person. It was at that maiden Sunday worship service that the then Apostle Aninko suggested that the church should move from Alhaji Fajumo's parlor to the site already procured by Papa Oshoffa'S. A bamboo structure was then subsequently erected near the present Celestial City project, where the second service of that CCC parish in Imeko held. God's mighty miracles of healing and deliverances continued to take place in the church, with many indigenous people of Imeko converting to the Celestial Church. In March 1986, a prophecy came to Evangelist Joshua Aninko through one prophet from the Republic of Benin called Prophet Ose that the new parish should be established. The prophecy described in exact details the location where the Imeko parish should be located. Guess what? The location turned out to be Okitieshu, meaning the devil's heap. The land on which the Celestial Church of Christ IYANU parish Imeko 2 is built was called Okitieshu back then because it was a place where farmers were traditionally mandated to donate the first fruits from their farms with other sacrifices to Eshu. Eshu is a native god of crossroads, hence the reference to that portion of land as Okitieshu. It was later revealed by the owner of the building adjacent to the IYANU parish site, one Baba Abuto, that there had been a prophecy that a church of God would be located at that point. The Lord of Celestia, Oluijomimo, revealed himself at the IYANU parish Imeko 2 through many signs and wonders and mighty manifestations, as well as healings and deliverances. One of such remarkable testimonies of God's healing moves was that of one Babalawo from Osokojo in Republic of Benin. He had a motor accident and his legs started to decay without healing. The decaying leg defied all known medical treatments. He suffered a fracture. According to him, his Okpele, that is, his instrument of divination, told him that he would never get healed until he took his problem to the church. This he did and actually came, but according to him, he hid his Okpele inside the cement blocks meant for the construction of the church building. He later confessed that the day he received his divine healing while sleeping inside the church, he secretly crossed the road and went to throw away his Okpele inside the bush. In his sleep, he had a dream where he saw a dog, a snake, and a scorpion coming out of his decaying leg. There and then, he was able to walk again with his legs. 37 years down the lane, Celestial Church of Christ, IYANU Cathedral, Imeko 2, Imeko Moriwi Province Headquarters, is singing Hesed, God's loving kindness. That is exactly what we celebrate on the occasion of the 37th Adult Harvest Thanksgiving service of our church. The 37th Adult Harvest anniversary of the Celestial Church of Christ, IYANU Parish, Imeko 2, with the theme Hesed, God's loving kindness 2023. Took place between Monday 6th November to Sunday 12th November 2023, with a revival program from Monday 6th to Wednesday 8th November 2023 at the church premises by 6 p.m. daily. The Harvest Lecture took place on Thursday 9th November, while the Praise Day followed on Friday 10th November 2023 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Free medical tests held for both members and the host community on Saturday 11th November 2023. Then came the D-Day, Sunday 12th November 2023, when parishioners, most of whom had arrived at the church the previous night to participate in different activities preparatory to the grand finale day of the anniversary, all woke up as early as 5:30 a.m. to worship, intercede, and partake of the early morning blessings of the day. Special Superior Evangelist Olusegun Aninkan, MPIC, a member, pastor in council, Celestial Church of Christ, IYANU Cathedral, Imeko 2, fed the congregation with early morning blessings from God's throne.
Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀ fi ògo ọ̀run ayé láìjọ ṣàn ìmọ́lẹ̀ mímọ́ sí wa. Ẹ̀mí máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ àfògọ̀rọ̀ ayé tá a bá rìn ní ìlànà Jésù.
The glorious adult Thanksgiving service thereafter commenced at exactly 10 a.m. First lesson was taken in Yoruba by Honorary Senior Evangelist Julius Olayonu. While the second lesson was read from the English Bible by Senior Evangelist Oluwamuyiwa Kayode.
Of IYANU Parish shall be found in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, from verse 24 to 30. Matthew chapter 30 from verse 24 to 30, which reads us in English. Another parable.
Notable individuals and groups within the church took turns to present their thanksgiving offerings to the Lord of Celestia, Oluijomimo. All the parishes of the Celestial Church of Christ within Imeko and our environs also joined in the thanksgiving. Notably, a powerful league of eminent leaders of the Celestial Church of Christ, Ibara Cathedral, all the way from Abeokuta, joined Celestial Church of Christ, IYANU Parish, Imeko 2, in the Thanksgiving service. The entire congregation heartily joined the shepherd in charge, CCC, IYANU Parish, Imeko 2, Superior Evangelist Olaidia Ninko, in their special worship and thanksgiving with the favorite song of Papa Oshoffa'S in Ogun language. CCC IYANU Cathedral Choir led the congregation in worship and thanksgiving, rendering special numbers that lifted the spirits of all worshippers. The sermon for the day was delivered by a representative of the pastor and spiritual head, Celestial Church of Christ Worldwide, Reverend Emmanuel Mobiyino Oshoffa'S. No doubt, the 37th Adult Harvest Thanksgiving Anniversary of IYANU Cathedral Imeko 2 has indeed ushered in immeasurable blessings upon God's people who benefited from huge bonanzas of spiritually dedicated materials such as prayer water, soaps, fruits, and other items from the Mercy Land.
Subscribe sórí OTV. Kí ni mo pè? OTV. Gbogbo eré ọ̀rọ̀ ìsítí lóríṣiríṣi lẹ ó máa rí nínú OTV. Kí ni mo ti pè? OTV.